Lack of emotion? What are you talking about? Of course I have feelings! As a matter of fact, you've wounded me even very deeply with that accusation! What's going on? All of a sudden I'm getting an overwhelming happy reading. Huh. But he's literally crying us a river over there. Oops. My mistake. How about this? Cry! Yikes. Now he's angry all of a sudden. What's he trying to pull? Like as not, it would appear our friend is not completely without emotion. It's just as it says in Dr. Sykes' profile of the Phantom. The subject has a unique psychological makeup with almost no emotional fluctuations. Oh, I get it! So he has some emotions, right? Precisely, which leads me to wonder why you can't sense any emotions from him at all. I believe it's most likely because he is controlling his emotions. Very good, Prosecutor Blackwell. You are correct. It's the result of my daily training. A very important skill for us undercover investigators, you know. That's more like for us spies. Seriously. But I wonder why he suddenly showed several strong emotions. Wait a minute. I think I know. I sense there's a feeling you're trying to hide with your exaggerated emotions, Detective. A feeling I'm trying to hide? That's a good one. You're the one who have been saying I'm the Phantom because I don't have any emotions. I was just trying to show you the range of deep emotions I truly possess. Then you have no objections to me analyzing you, right? No. Analyze away. But I will state it again. I am not the Phantom. And be forewarned that your analysis will have no effect. Because you're about to see what an undercover agent actually can do. Phantom. Whoa. 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 I wonder. Maybe this? I don't think so. I've never seen a person in such a chaotic emotional state. But there has to be something here. I just know it. This might be a long shot, but if there really is a real emotion mixed in here somewhere, then it's possible that it would be the one emotion that doesn't disappear. Oh. The one that doesn't disappear, huh? I'll give it another look then. Got it! I found it! I found the one emotion you're truly feeling. What? Hidden in the middle of the chaotic storm, I saw one emotion that never disappeared. When you talked about the moon rock, you felt a fear that wouldn't fade. Fear? Huh. A fear that a man with hardly any emotions feels, huh? And it was a response to that moon rock. Detective Fullbright, I presume you feel fear because... You feel fear concerning the moon rock because... You failed to steal it? You tried, but you failed to steal the moon rock. The stain on your career as a spy has left you feeling afraid. But the moon rock did indeed disappear from the laboratory. And I hardly think that a person who feels so little would feel fear over a thing like that. Don't everyone jump on the Phoenix hype train all at once now. Didn't the topic of what a spy might fear the most come up in... Oh, yeah. Your identity will be revealed. Of course, that's it! Actually, I will be right back. It's been like 2 hours and I want to make sure something. So, yeah. I'll be right back or I'll be right back in the next part. Okay, I'm back, but I might be taking another break in another 30 minutes because, food coming for me. So, yeah, but I want to try to record this, and if I get done in 30 minutes, cool. If not, whatever. Of course, that's it. I don't remember what happened before. Enough, Fullbright. Just tell us the Phantom's true identity. I don't know. He was very careful to hide it. He has top secret information for all kinds of corporations and countries. So there's a number of organizations that want him dead. If people believed I was the Phantom, I could be killed on the spot. Why, I bet even now. There are assassins lurking nearby. This case is about the Phantom after all. Detective Fullbright, I think I know why you would feel afraid. You are afraid. You are afraid the moon rock will somehow reveal your identity. If his identity were to be revealed, he would be killed immediately. That's certainly enough to make even the Phantom feel afraid. Me? Afraid? I don't know what you're talking about. So, there really is something about the moon rock that would reveal his identity? Apparently so. Wait a minute. Maybe the Phantom didn't so much steal the moon rock, but more like he had to take it with him? Because there was something on it that would reveal his true identity. Hold it! What the? Where do you think you're going? Me? I'm not going anywhere. Is it just me? Or was he going to use that weird watch thing to try to get away? How many more of these toys does he have? And where can I get myself some? Oh man, I know how you feel, Phoenix. I know a lot of people would love to have some spy gadgets like a freaking watch with a freaking grappling hook in it. What? Detective Fullbright, you will answer honestly to this court right now. Why do you feel the fear? Why do you feel fear in connection with the moon rock? In justice, we trust, not emotions, Mr. Lawyer. Evidence is everything. I'm the Phantom because... If I'm the Phantom because I'm afraid, don't make me laugh. That's a new pose. Ah! What was that just now? But all human beings have hearts and experience emotions. Sometimes analyzing a case from the psychological perspective is the best way to find the truth. Eek! It's all just a waste of time. All your efforts at analysis serve no purpose. And now, in this dark age of the law, nobody would believe your claim that it's effective. In an era when evidence is fabricated, do you truly expect feelings to be accepted as proof? And where exactly is your proof that I fear the moon rock anyway? Well, I admit I don't have any conventional proof, but I still say that examining a person's heart has its merits. Oh, really? Then why don't you listen carefully with those special ears of yours? Listen to the voices of the hearts of the people in the gallery. All I hear is distrust. As you can see, the people are on my side, because all they see is a strange little girl using a weird little machine. But it's not like I use analytical psychology to falsely accuse people. Uh-oh, he's got Athena doubting herself. Miss Sykes' analytical psychology has breathed new life into the courtroom. It has freed the hearts of many witnesses and has been key in getting to the truth. What nonsense! Your Honor, the defense's claim is a false one! I don't feel any kind of fear when it comes to the moon rock. I see. Very well. I will give the opinion of this court. In a trial, I don't feel that a person's emotions are quite as compelling as actual evidence is. But Your Honor. There, you see? Nobody believes you and your trumped-up charges. However, I do believe Miss Sykes' analysis can contribute to making the truth clear. I have seen her do this firsthand several times already. Surely, you jest. So does this mean you will accept my findings in this trial, Your Honor? Yes, I believe your claim, Miss Sykes. I think there is merit in examining why the witness feels fear in regard to the moon rock. That is the court's opinion on this matter. Then that's a win for me. No, a win for analytical psychology. For now, Mr. Phantom, you will tell this court the reason for your fear. Analytical psychology? My fears? Fine! I'll show you precisely why those abstract things can't be considered evidence. Oh my god, he's freaking gone. He is gone crazy. I felt fear when I thought about the moon rock because it reminded me of the Phantom. Yes, I'm very afraid of him because he took my family hostage. What reason would the Phantom have to be afraid of the moon rock? None at all. So the very fact that I'm afraid of the moon rock means I'm not him. In fact, I'm on the side of justice! Now you're just spouting nonsense at the end. And there you have it. Now do you see why I'm afraid of the moon rock? Sure, you sound convincing enough. But so does any two-bit con artist. It's all meaningless in the absence of evidence. Yeah, I don't think so. Humph. Humph, indeed. The Phantom is like the mist. No flesh, no bones. My sword alone cannot cut it. Right, Dono. With your deductive reasoning and the body of evidence before us, let us send this miserable Phantom fellow to the other world together. You and I, Prosecutor Blackwell. We have a duty to bring the Phantom down and restore the people's faith in the courts. Indeed, by covering for Athena, I allowed the Phantom to escape. And as a prosecutor, I gave birth to the people's mistrust with my murder conviction. I bear part of the responsibility as well for being suspected of forging evidence and losing my attorney's badge as a result. The two of us and the Phantom were there at the beginning of the dark age of the law. Then it is also our burden to cut away the foul specter we created, is it not? Until all that remains is the righteousness of the court and the faith of the people. Trust? Misunderstanding? Ha! Fragile ideals of the masses who are controlled by emotion. Humans can't truly trust each other, which is exactly why the illusion of trust is so enticing.
Objection!
Once two people overcome their misgivings, that's where the real trust is found. You're free to believe what you want, but trust like that is stronger than you and your lies, always. I felt fear when I thought about the moon rock because it reminded me of the Phantom. Hold it! If it only reminded you of the Phantom, don't make me laugh! You are the Phantom! Evidence is everything in a court of law. Oh, excuse me. Or did you forget? I was forced to testify over a silly thing like feelings. But those tactics won't work from here on out. You need real evidence. I hate to admit it, but he is right. Yes, I'm very afraid of him because he took my family hostage. Hold it! Your family? Like who in your family specifically? Oh, I don't know. Like, maybe my lover, for example? For example? Maybe? We need a more concrete answer than that. Maybe my mother, my son, or my daughter. Maybe it was all of them. I'm so sad and worried. I miss them so much. Oh yeah, that sounds real truthful. He's obviously lying. Look how sad I am. Oh, is it any wonder I followed the Phantom's orders? What reason would the Phantom have to be afraid of the moon rock? None at all! Hold it! You can't think of a single reason that the Phantom might be afraid of the rock? I thought the Phantom wasn't even supposed to have any feelings. How can someone like me, with my wealth of emotions, be expected to understand the guy? The Phantom, a person with very few emotions, would only be afraid of something really big, like his cover getting blown big. I'm willing to bet that the moon rock has something to do with his identity. But what? Maybe the Phantom's fingerprints are on the rock? But fingerprints can be wiped off. Then maybe he wanted the rock so bad, he literally drooled on it and left his DNA? What? We're dealing with a spy here, Athena, not a slob. True, but maybe the DNA part isn't too far off. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe blood splatter? Huh? Something unexpected happened to him during the incident 7 years ago. His hand. I just know I have something that I can show why the Phantom is afraid of the moon rock. I'll just continue with my testimony while you're pondering then, if you don't mind. I'll keep thinking about that. I'll just keep thinking about that. So the very fact that I'm afraid of the moon rock means I'm not him. Hold it! And how afraid are you exactly? I'm so scared I start to shake even when I see the moon in the sky! Do you shake when you see Miss Sykes' earring? Well, to be honest, since the very first time I met Miss Sykes, I felt more than a little frightened of her. I guess some people just inspire that much fear in others. Mr. Wright, you were thinking something mean-spirited and rude, weren't you? Of course not! Must be to beef up Miss mind-reading defenses. Now do you understand? The very fact that I'm afraid of the moon rock proves that... in fact, I'm on the side of justice! Hold it! After all that you've done, how dare you speak the word justice? In justice we trust. I'll say it as much as I want, and with absolute confidence. Whatever I say is just. Whatever I say is just is just. That's how it works in this dark age of the law. He won't get the best of me with that twisted argument of his. Find a way to get him right where I want him. Detective Fullbright, or rather the Phantom, feels fear in regard to the moon rock. It probably has something to do with being afraid that its true identity will be revealed. Right. So that's why the Phantom had to take the moon rock with him 7 years ago. In that case, if we had something to show the real cause of Fullbright's fear, we just might be able to expose his true identity.
Objection!
Yeah, I guess I was right. Detective Fullbright, I assume you know what this is. Of course, that's the knife the Phantom used to kill Clay Terran. That's right, and the exact same type of knife Miss Sykes used 7 years ago when she stabbed this Phantom's hand. Yes, that was discussed earlier, as I recall. He dodged me at first, so I only got his clothes, but I tried again. And this time you got him, didn't you? I did. I remember it clearly now. The knife went into the back of his hand. I remember that too. Miss Sykes then stated that she remembers the culprit bleeding. It's my theory that the culprit's blood got on the moon rock, and he was afraid that if the blood was analyzed, his true identity would be revealed. That explains why the Phantom had to remove the moon rock from the crime scene. You mean, if we ran the analysis now, we'd know who the Phantom is? Yes, I suppose so. But unfortunately, the moon rock in question is missing. That may be so, but I'm certain I can explain what happened to it in great detail. You can? Of course. Not. You don't actually expect us to believe that, do you? Because you don't fool me. Yeah! What this court needs is a bully-free zone. Ah, the infamous Sword of the Beguiling Bluff. Its edge is without compare. Come now, ready it with me, and show us just how finely it cuts. Your Honor, this is an outrage! Oh, I mean, this is an outrage! Ah! Go on, Wright, Dono. Let's start with something that's been bothering me for a while now. Now, the culprit supposedly removed the moon rock from the lab. But in this video of him, it's nowhere to be seen. Oh, you're right! But here's something to consider. What if the Phantom hid the moon rock somewhere at the scene of the crime? Good thinking, boss. Security was super tight at the Space Center back then. All that, in spite of the Space Center having very strict security in those days. All personal effects were examined thoroughly, coming or going. You couldn't even smuggle a withered old leaf through some of those checkpoints. Does this mean that the moon rock is still somewhere in the Space Center? In the name of justice, I proclaim that's impossible! And why's that? The Space Center was searched from top to bottom, and especially the lab, but the moon rock was never found. How could I forget about that? A sad but true fact, we still haven't a grasp on how it was done. But the Phantom made the moon rock vanish into the ether. There's no way it just disappeared. Logic and evidence tells us otherwise. The Phantom didn't have the moon rock on him when he left the lab. Yet, a thorough police search didn't turn up anything. And it never turned up in the 7 years after that either. The Phantom made the rock disappear without physically removing it himself. But how? There must have been a way. Think, Phoenix. Think! How did the moon rock vanish from the robotics lab? So, can you or can you not show what happened to the moon rock, Mr. Wright? Yes, I can, Your Honor. I think. What? Oops. Sorry, I mean... What?